What's up, you beauties? Welcome back to HW Hockey, your home for all things orange and black. If you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe to help us hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and tap the bell so you don't miss a single upload. Today, we're talking about two names that could spark big emotions in Philadelphia, Claude Giroux and Alex Lyon. Should the Flyers consider bringing them back this offseason? We're going to go in depth to break down both pros and cons, so stay here. Now 37, Giroux just wrapped up his third season with the Ottawa Senators. And guess what? He's still producing 50 points in 82 games, including 15 goals and solid power play time. No, he's not the same guy who put up 102 points back in 2018, but he's also not washed. So what could a return to Philly offer? The Flyers are entering a new era with young stars like Matvei Michkov, Tyson Foerster, and Jamie Drysdale. This locker room is full of raw talent, but light on true veteran voices. Giroux was a captain in Philly for over a decade. He understands the market, the pressure, and the expectations that come with the C on the jersey. Think about how impactful it could be to have Giroux mentoring guys like Michkov, who just had a 26-goal rookie season, or Bobby Brink, who's still trying to find consistency. It's not just nostalgia. It's about bringing in someone who knows how to be a pro and can model that every single day. The Flyers' power play ranked bottom 5 in the NHL this season, operating at around 15%, and it was even worse during critical stretches in the second half. Giroux still has excellent puck distribution skills and is lethal on the half wall. He wouldn't need to drive a line at 5-on-5 anymore, just run the power play 1 or power play 2 and help generate consistent zone time. Even 10 to 15 power play points could swing momentum in close games, something this team desperately lacks. Bringing the former captain back on a one-year deal could give fans a chance to say goodbye and gives Giroux a chance to finish where it all started. For a franchise still working to rebuild goodwill with fans, this matters. Of course, bringing Giroux back isn't without risks. The Flyers have to weigh the emotional angle against the practical one. Giroux's 37. He's been remarkably healthy and productive, yes, but Father Time catches everyone. The danger is bringing him in expecting 50 points and instead getting 35 or 40. You can't afford to give a top 6 spot to someone who might be nearing the final decline phase, especially in a year where the team is prioritizing growth. Bringing in Giroux likely bumps someone out of the top 9 or off the power play. That someone could be Tyson Foerster, Bobby Brink, or even Denver Barkey if he can make the jump. If the rebuild is about giving the kids experience, you don't want to crowd them out with sentimental signings, no matter how beloved the player is. Danny Briere and Keith Jones have been very clear. This team is rebuilding, slowly and intentionally. Bringing back Giroux could confuse that messaging. Is this a farewell tour, a marketing move, a push for the wild card? If you're not 100% clear on the goal, it can muddy the waters for fans and players in the room. Now let's talk Alex Lyon, the former Flyers goalie who's bounced around a bit but quietly had a solid year in Detroit. At 32, Lyon went 14-9-1 with an .896 save percentage and a 2.81 goals against average for a Red Wings team that barely missed the playoffs. For comparison, Flyers starter Sam Ersson had a goals against average around 3.14 and a save percentage just around .883 and led the team with 22 wins. So let's explore the fit. With Carter Hart gone, Ivan Fedotov not being very good, and Alexei Kolosov already back in Russia, the Flyers may be in the market for a proven NHL backup. Lyon can give you 20 to 30 starts with competence and even go on a potential heater. With Carson Bjarnason coming, Igor Zavragin isn't far behind. Lyon knows how to grind through the AHL, claw into the NHL, and handle pressure. That's valuable experience to pass on to a young prospect pool that's going to define the next era in Philly's crease. We should also mention that you're not going to break the bank to sign Alex Lyon. He'd probably command $1 to $2 million on a one-year deal. Perfect for a bridge year while the Flyers figure out who their next starter really is. But Lyon's not a slam dunk either. He's a journeyman for a reason. Yes, he's reliable, but he's not your goalie of the future. At best, Lyon's a serviceable backup. And if you're trying to see what Ersson really is, splitting starts with Lyon could slow that evaluation. Lyon has flashes of brilliance like his 2023 run with the Panthers, but he also goes cold, and when he does, he goes ice cold. You don't want another situation where the backup can't be trusted during a critical stretch. And signing Lyon probably pushes someone like Ivan Fedotov or Alexei Kolosov out of the mix. That may be fine, but if the organization still thinks one of those guys has potential, Lyon could create a logjam. So what's the verdict? Claude Giroux brings leadership, special teams help, and emotional closure. But his age and the team's development goals make it tough to find a fit unless the role is very clearly defined. Alex Lyon is a practical add, affordable, experienced, and a stabilizing presence in net, but he doesn't move the needle long term and could complicate the development timeline. Ultimately, it comes down to this. Are the Flyers trying to turn the page, or are they willing to look back briefly to move forward smarter? So what do you think? Drop a comment below. Should the Flyers bring back Claude Giroux, Alex Lyon, neither, or both on a short-term low-risk deal? Let's talk about it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. We've got prospect profiles and draft breakdowns coming soon. So until next time, make sure to keep it high, keep it wide, and thanks for hanging out on HW Hockey.